This evening we are departing from A Coruña Marina here, and I'm just going to sail maybe 30 miles west along the coast, kind of get closer to that Spanish west coast, and yeah, just be an overnight sail. It's about 10 or 11 at night, and so we should get in tomorrow morning. And it looks like there's lots of wind already. We're coming past the break wall here. Probably turn the motor off, but we'll just get past the brake wall and then we'll power down. I think I might just use the jib today. Or maybe we'll put the main up, we'll see.
We are tacking our way out of A Coruña, and you can see we just might make it on this tack. It's going to be close. Maybe if we can make the boat point a little bit higher, we won't have to do a zigzag.
So we made it around that point with the lighthouse there, and I was able to bear off, and now we're just cruising along really nicely, and we're doing like 6 to 7 knots even. So only 25 miles to get to the next cove I was looking at, so I might get in before sunrise, maybe around 5 a.m. Let's see.
This is the bay I'm looking at stopping in possibly.
So just here, easy passage, and it's been about maybe 4.5 hours, maybe 30 minutes to go. We're coming up on our destination.
I turned my little bow spot.
You can see it kind of lights up the anchor and the water in front of you. I really like to have that thing. Makes me feel better coming into these kind of places. So we'll just kind of hook around there. Oh, there you can see the harbor over there. It goes down just off the beach here, and pretty well protected. Nice. Here we are the next morning. I got a little bit of sleep, and I'm about to blow up the dinghy and row ashore. Looks like a pretty nice place. So a bit of bad luck with the dinghy. First I tried to fill it with this thing, which I've never been a fan of because it's so loud and it's actually a little slower and doesn't feel as high pressure. So I tried to use this to fill the dinghy, and in a couple of seconds the motor just completely burned up and smoke started coming out of it. So that thing failed on the second use, which I'm kind of surprised because my Ryobi tools have lasted me like so long across like multiple oceans, and this is the first one. Well, this is the second one that's actually failed. I had a sander, but the sander died after 10 years. This thing died after 2 uses, so would not recommend this guy. So then I pulled out my manual one, which I don't know why I didn't just use this in the first place, but the spring, I wanted to compress it, and like the spring or something just broke inside. So now it's like, it doesn't come back out to its uncompressed. So I think I can use it, just gonna have to like manually uncompress it every pump. So I'll have to keep an eye out for a store where I could buy a replacement pump. That took forever to blow up, but we got it. I love that dinghy. That might be a good place to go for a hike up there. Supposed to be this rock that looks like a serpent, so we're gonna go check that out now. There's the snake. So, yeah, that's our head maybe. So I had a good hike today on Korma, and I just pulled up the sail. There's hardly any wind, but I figure as long as I'm gonna sleep, I might as well drift towards the next destination. I think there actually might be some wind out there. You can see the where is it? The windmill. It's spinning over there. So if there's wind, we'll sail south down towards Vigo. There's some islands that were recommended to me to stop at, so that would be kind of cool. We can anchor there, and then from there, I think Porto will be the next stop. But I think it's about 60 miles down the coast. So if there's wind, we should get there maybe tomorrow around noon, maybe afternoon. What's it like? It's 9 or 10 right now. Just set up the whisker pole. Let's pull out the sail. Beautiful. Now we're moving. Maybe 2 knots. Oh no. The wind's picked up pretty nicely overnight. It's about 12 knots right now off the aft quarter, and we're doing about 6 to 7 knots. There's a few fishing boats out here, but not too much traffic. So sun should be coming up soon, and the wind's just gonna keep picking up today. So we should have probably no problem making it into Vigo, or this island outside of Vigo this afternoon. It's day number 2, and it's beautiful conditions out here. Sailing wing on wing. I got the preventer out on the boom because there's a little bit of swell rocking things around, the wind vane steering happily, and you got the beautiful Spanish coast here. Happy sails. Making some spinach lasagna for lunch. I've already started eating it. So we're coming up on these islands about 3 or 4 miles away, and we'll just pull onto the leeward side and drop the anchor. This one is called Aya de Faro. The winds just got crazy when I sailed in between these 2 islands here. They just completely switched the other way, and then when I went to set the sails, and they came the other way again, and then it went from in front of me, and then it went from behind me. So I just dropped all the sails and turned the motor on. It's only like half a mile to where there should be a good anchorage. And the swell has calmed down, so really just the wind. It looks like there's plenty of sand, so the anchor should hold no problem. Our anchor is down. 30 feet of water, a little deep, and then hopefully we're high tide. Very crowded beach here. This must just be brutal. So we were hiking all the way over to that lighthouse over there. It's a pretty good walk today. So I just went for a really cool walk around this island. It was much better than I expected. It didn't look so big from the water, but it was actually quite a high little mountain on there to hike up. Good views. This morning I finished up the wiring for the running lights. So it just goes along the inside, and I left myself a spare wire because I was thinking about putting like a dome light in here. That might be kind of nice to have in the future. But then the two lights are just connected up here. I think I got them on the right side, hopefully. I was editing a video and I realized I had swapped my red and green on when I used the little battery powered lights one day. So that was pretty dumb mistake. Thanks for watching my video sailing along the North Spanish coast there. In the next video, I'll be sailing to Porto. I'm actually in the south coast of Portugal now, but the Porto was a pretty good city for me to visit. It's probably my favorite cities, and maybe even split that into 2 videos. We'll see if I can fit it in one or not. So if you're enjoying the videos and want to support the channel some way, you could join the Patreon and see the videos a little early, or if you just want to buy me a drink or a meal, there's links in the description for ways to do that. I really appreciate all the people that help support the channel and make these videos possible. But if you can't, no worries. Just great to have you along for the sailing. I'll see you guys next time.